Are you nervous? I'm a little nervous. Welcome in to the Toyota Lounge for the DNVR Avalanche pregame show presented by Bet365. We got Big E and Rudo coming to you before Game 6. The Avs are back against the wall. There is no more losing to do. It's win or go home. No other options, E.
I know. It's exciting. We're watching, obviously, Toronto and Ottawa. Same thing. You can feel the intensity. You can feel the tension. I could feel it this morning at Ball Arena. I'm not going to lie to you. You can tell that it's a big game. It's not, like I said the other day, a Tuesday night game in January. This is do or die. You know what I mean? You got to win. You got to bring your A game if you want to stay alive. So we'll see what this Avalanche team is made of. It's certainly going to test their character tonight. 100%. Absolutely.
I don't think there's anyone who doubts the Avs' ability to win this game and potentially Game 7, but they have to actually play to that level. We know they can do it, but they have to do it. Look no further than Game 4 and 5 for the two different versions of Colorado. One that is wildly successful and one that struggles to make the key plays when they need them.
And Pete DeBoer talked about that this morning at the rink. He did talk about, I expect the Avs from Game 4. I'm not going to lie to you because this is what I expect.
Yep.
No, he goes, did I like our Game 5? No. But the Avs had a lot to say with it, like to do with it, to say about it. So I think the Avalanche, the Stars are expecting the Avalanche to come out swinging. I mean, too good a team to go down not
Anything
swinging.
less would be disappointing.
Exactly. So I think everybody in the building, everybody in both locker rooms expects teams to come out with their best effort. But like Pete DeBoer said, it's still in the back of their mind, and he brought it up. It's like a mulligan, right? Because their backs are not against the wall. The Avalanche are. So you would think that the Avalanche would have the most, gas tonight. But then again, if Dallas wants to end this.
Of course they do.
6, then they're going to have more gas than the Avalanche. And that's just the way it is.
It's not just about the gas, though, right? It's about playing the right way, making the right decisions, outworking the opponents. Most nights, the team that works harder ends up winning.
Yep.
Not every night, but most nights. Colorado has shown they're capable of outworking this Dallas team. They're also capable of getting outworked by this Dallas team. So,
absolutely,
I really do expect the margins to be razor thin on this one tonight, but who knows? I mean, there's a reason they play the games. If it was a best of 5, the Avs would have lost, but it's not. It's a best of 7. So here we are. Whatever happens, happens from here. Hope for the best. Realistically, there's no need to beat around the bush on this one. I'm assuming you didn't say this in your 3 keys, but Avs' best players gotta do it tonight. And MacKinnon's been pretty darn good, at least production-wise, in this series. It's hard to knock a guy tied for the lead in goals in the playoffs. He's got 7 points in the series, I think it is. But you simply just need more from Cale Makar. There's no two ways around that.
100%. And it's funny you're saying that because I'm going back to DeBoer's presser this morning. DeBoer talked about, he basically said 80% of a pre-scout is about Makar and MacKinnon. He goes, any other team would tell you otherwise, like they're lying to you. You know what I mean? Because this is not, no disrespect to the rest of the team, but that's who beats you. So they've done a good job on Cale, right? I mean, we all know that. Cale said it. I got to be better. We all know that. But the Dallas Stars are really going to focus again on Cale Makar and Nathan MacKinnon.
Yep.
And the top players, those two guys, are going to have to come up with some outstanding performances in big plays. And then it falls down to the other guy, the Tays and then the Tushkin. Oh my God. Ottawa's alive. We were just talking about that, right?
Yep.
Like, it's not easy to knock a team off, right? You know what I mean? So, but then the Natushkin tonight, I saw Val break sticks today. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, man, he was just like, the Natushkins, the Tays, the Coyle, the Natchez.
Yeah. It's everybody. It's
11,
everybody.
Nelson.
Every
those
single
guys,
guy.
exactly. It's not fair to single out Kale and everything, but you're going to need everyone's best effort. I think you're going to get it, but you have to make plays and you have to execute, and in a close is not good enough, right? Close is not good enough tonight.
Don't count. This ain't horseshoes.
No.
So.
Oh my God! From behind the net.
Yeah, off the back of Stellars. Crazy.
I don't care. Remember I told you, David Perron, he produces in the playoffs, boys and girls. He just does. But his first few playoffs, no, the knock on him was kind of like Marty.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was like he can't produce. And then got to that year in Vegas.
Maybe it's a sign Marty's your guy then.
Why not? You know what I mean? Why not?
I don't really believe in signs. What I do believe in games like this, don't be picky. I think it needs to be MacKinnon and Makar. But if it's Parker Kelly, I won't be upset. If it's Kiviranta, I won't be mad.
The cat. You said game 4. You're lying. Now we're down to game 6.
I know. He's due too.
We need the cat.
Av's got a lot of guys that are due.
Yep.
Show up, pay your dues, I guess. I don't think that's how that phrase works, but it's fine. I don't think the 3 keys are going to be too complicated tonight.
Well, remember we were talking we were talking yesterday, Tiff. What was yours yesterday? Win the first period, win the second period, win the third. I thought about that, and you said, I don't remember what it was, and I was like, because we were laughing.
Mine were win the game, don't lose the game.
Yeah, win the game, don't lose the game, and stay alive or whatever. But I went with what we talked about yesterday. I went Kingdom 1, built different. Right, because that's their slogan. It is a different team. They weren't there last year. 10 guys weren't there at the start of the year. So it's different. They are built different. They're built to win. So go win at all costs. New year, new team, and past is irrelevant today. It's just different.
Yep.
And then key number 2, let's go with no excuses. You just said it. There's no excuses. You can't have excuses. Excuses are for losers. You don't want to be a loser, then go win. Nothing bothers anyone. We talked about that yesterday. Whether it's a bad call, a goal call back, a bad play by you. That's why I was like, I didn't really like Val. That. I don't like guys smashing sticks. I don't like that. For me, it's like, whatever. But tonight, you got to be under control, and you can't get the emotions get the best. You have to play with emotions, but just go do your job and bring the emotions in the game. Don't be emotional. Bring the emotions in the game. Big difference. Key number 3, go win. That's what you said. Nothing else matters.
Yep.
Get the momentum back in this series, obviously, because whoever has the momentum is the team that won the last game. So right now, Dallas has the momentum. There's no ifs and buts about it. Play with swag, play with grit, and have no regrets, right? We said it yesterday. Don't have any regrets. No regrets, and just come out swinging. Come on, swinging. I tell you all the time, I want the Avs to go and be the first to score. It's not over if they don't, but you know what? Never look back. Just go.
Look, if you play your best game and a better team beats you, so be it.
Yeah, but come on, man. Come out swinging. Don't wait and watch and be sleepy,
right.
And
bring it to them.
And again, don't give up bad goals. You know what I mean? Like, it's important.
A lot of ways to say just win the game.
The power plays are so important. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what comes out with winning the game, right? So, go. I can't say close it out. It's like, go stay alive.
Yeah.
And sometimes it brings the
7.
best in you.
Go force it.
It brings the best in you sometimes. I truly believe that.
Sometimes.
That's why you play the game. You play the game for those types of nights tonight. You don't play the game for, again, every game's a National Hockey League game, but a Tuesday night game, 57.
This is the stuff you live for,
This
right
is what
here.
you dream of as a kid.
When you were in the backyard.
That's it.
Stuff like this.
That's it. This is what we need tonight.
Go get that done. Jared Bednar did not talk a ton at Morning Skate for this one, but he did have a few things to say, so let's hear from Coach as the Avs face elimination.
Okay, guys, reminder, raise your hand, wait for the mic. Start with you, Jesse.
Coach, we were just talking to the guys, and obviously the message is it's win or go home. I guess just how are you feeling about the energy around the team, and do you have any different message for them going into this game versus any other?
I feel pretty good about it. I think the guys are as relaxed as can be, giving the magnitude of the game. It's business-like in there this morning, but I've talked to a lot of the guys and pretty relaxed and focused on what we need to do tonight. And there's a level of confidence that we can go get it done. So I feel pretty good about where we're at. And again, the message is you're getting a series like this, everyone understands the importance of every game, and so the message doesn't change a lot. Obviously, when you go through the video, you have certain things that you want to make sure you're making points on, but I'm confident we'll be ready to go tonight.
Evan.
Val has been showing a little bit more frustration breaking sticks during the game and then again today. Do you like seeing that fire from him? And then also, I guess, what have you thought of him this series?
I don't love seeing it because it means that he's not happy with the way he's playing, right? When you're playing real well, you're not breaking sticks and stuff. I do know that he holds himself to a very high standard of play. Like we talked about with Kale the other day, he's no different. He expects to do well, works extremely hard to do well, and he's had a couple games in this series that haven't been great. I just go back again to say Game 4, he was one of the best players on the ice, and I know that he can repeat that, so I relay that to him. It's just put the work first, and the rest of your game will follow.
Over here, Corey.
I guess what are the what are the tangible and intangible benefits of having Gabe Landeskog available tonight as opposed to say Game 6 last year?
Well, the leadership, the messaging, the calm influence, his play, all of it is that's the positives. There's not a negative that I can think of having him back with our team. He obviously helps a lot, and we missed him while he was gone, and now he's back and he's settling in. So it's a great add for us, especially this time of year.
John and then Nick.
Coach, given all the uncertainties and injuries from this year, is there a calm in knowing that this is the best version of the Avalanche when you need it the most?
Yeah, I think so. I think the confidence in our group, within our room, is good. Obviously, there's some nervous energy. There's a sense of urgency. But again, I also think that they're as relaxed as you can expect them to be on a day like this. It's something that you prepare for all season long, and we know we got to put our best foot forward here tonight, and I think the guys are prepared to do that. So, it's about going out and putting your money where your mouth is at this point. And we've done that once in this series with our backs against the wall for Game 4, and we feel like we can do it again.
Finish with Nick.
Just to piggyback on Corey's question on Gabe, he called it another day in paradise this morning.
Yeah.
When you've gone through what he's gone through, does that make it, and you've got a guy like that, this is an opportunity, right? It just helps you in that frame of mind, have that mindset, what an opportunity we got.
Yeah, no question. And he shared that with our room yesterday. I don't think anyone's in our room taking, our position here for granted. We got a lot of character guys in there, hard-working guys, but certainly a different perspective when you think about what Gabe's been through over the last 3 years and how happy he is to be back. And he seems pretty relaxed and focused and ready to go, just looking forward to going out and out competing the opposition tonight, and that's the mindset that all of our guys should have to a certain extent. And he's relayed that with our group, and I think it was a great share by him.
Thank you, Jared.
Yep, thank you.
As for the most part expected, no changes to the Avs lineup. That does mean Malinsky stays in, no EJ. I think mechanically that's probably your best lineup, so I get it. We had considered EJ maybe coming in for some veteran presence there, but I'm not going to be too upset either way on that one. Malinsky in probably makes you better.
I don't think it's just what's going to make you win or lose, but
Yeah, I would agree.
I don't know. That's my
Is
gut
what it
feeling.
is. No Miro as expected for Dallas, at least for us. We didn't think he'd be in for this one. He is not. So go at it. Go be the better team. I don't know. You don't have to complicate things a lot of the times. I know it's our job to go into the details, but I think the one thing I would say, and this coming from us who I think our podcast has been hypercritical of maybe the Avs being too stubborn at times. And yes, I would like them to get to the middle better. I would like them to maybe make better decisions at times. But when you're facing an elimination game, you got to trust who you are. You got to play within yourself a little bit. Don't try to be something you're not. Go out and play hockey the way you know how to play hockey. And if you execute that, the Avs are a good enough team to win.
And my line is very simple. It's like your first day of training camp. It's, go do what you do best.
Yep.
Individually, I'm talking about. So go do what you do best. And if you're a banger, go bang. If you're a scorer, go score. If you're a checker, go check. You know what I mean? Obviously, everybody needs to play the right way and everything, but go do what you do best. That's why you're on the team. That's why you're in the lineup. Have some fun. Control your emotions. But come out swinging. I mean, I just don't want you to look back after and say, you know what, I could have done better. I could have done this, or you know what I mean? Like, just go out there and have fun and execute.
Yep.
I think once you control your effort, the rest will come. You know what I mean?
Don't overthink it.
Don't
It's a
overthink
hockey
it is right.
game, just like the million you've played
Yeah,
in your entire life.
I agree with that. Don't overthink it. So
There you go. It comes down to that. We do have my stat pack here of the series to talk about. Realistically, and I know some of this is score effects like from Game 5, but it's hard not to say that the Avs haven't had the better of it in game or at 5-on-5. The Avs are the better possession team. They've created more high danger chances. Dallas does have more blocks, if that's the one thing you're looking at. The Avs' quality of shots might not be the greatest at times. MacKinnon is your leading scorer as opposed to Wyatt Johnston on the other side. So unlike earlier in the series where there's some weird guys on that list, things are starting to make more sense here. That third period goals, the Avs have had 3 in this series. Dallas only 1. Dallas has some 5v5 or has some power play third period goals. If the Avs put themselves in a position to win and they stay disciplined, they really should be able to do this.
I truly believe if the Avs, as your stat pack says, and on the power play they convert, you know what I mean, and go to goaltending. I mean, it's the same thing for the Dallas Stars, but I do believe that the Avalanche are the better team.
When they want to be.
But exactly. But that doesn't mean squat. The only thing that matters is wins and losses.
True.
Right now, Dallas is winning.
True.
So they've been the better team. And right now, you want to stay alive, then you got to be the better team tonight. You're not going to get away with it. You're not. And by not having your best game, you know what I mean? Like, you really got to have your best game to make sure that you stay alive. If not, Dallas is too good of a team, and they're going to come out victorious. And trust me, they're going to want to slay the dragon now, not like wait till Game 7. That's for sure. So I expect Dallas to come out swinging as well.
Yeah. It's not going to be easy. I promise you that. Nothing's going to be free in this game. So you're going to have to go out and earn it. Let's bust out the crystal ball. You got a number? You got a name? What are we thinking?
It's got to be MacKinnon. It's got to be MacKinnon.
I'm comfortable with that.
I mean, do I give you Makar? You know, like I got my Makar shirt, but do I give you Makar? Or we make a trade, whatever. But I think it's got to be him. I think it's going to need to be
no
him.
los dos.
Go be a superstar. Go make plays.
Here for that. Love it. You got a score or no?
Yes. I think it's a 3-2 overtime game tonight for the Avalanche.
I don't know if my heart can take that, buddy.
I brought my iced coffee, and I'm ready to go.
Late night, you're
Yeah.
good. I like it. I like your choices. I'm going to cop out completely on the crystal ball. My answers are the Avs win and people score.
All right.
That's it. Beggars can't be choosers, all right? And I'm begging the Avs to win this game. That's where I'm at.
All right. Well,
So,
I like that. And I'm hoping, could I have used Kale? Maybe. But I didn't use Kale, so.
I mean, I said, well, you can pick both since I picked none. All right.
I'll take both.
Well, Ottawa didn't do it.
Ottawa's done.
One of the 3-2 teams has to win tonight, so why not the Avs? Why not let it be the Avs?
That's right.
There's a lot of ways to win a hockey game. Obviously, MacKinnon, Makar, your superstars doing it for you, grinding it out. Special teams where you probably need the Avs to be a little bit better. But one of the things you can't count out is goaltending. You said it on the Dallas side. Are you a little worried the Avs might be running into a hot Ottinger in a game like this? Why not run into a hot Blackwood? You know what makes winning games easier? Not giving up any goals.
Yeah, and I was listening to Hank Lundqvist today, I don't know, before the Toronto Maple Leaf game, and as a goalie, he's like, listen, it's very simple. You got to go out there and you got to stop the ones you're supposed to stop. And we talk about this all the time. And then you got to make a few more where, whatever that stat is, the expected goals, you got to make a few that you're not supposed to save, and that's going to make a difference. And at the end of the day, McKenzie has to be sharp, has to make the saves he has to make, and we got to make sure that you don't just leave him out to dry. Obviously, checking tonight is very important. Playing solid D-zone coverage is very important tonight. Solid reads on the back end is very important tonight. 5-man units, but your goalie has to stop the puck. And you want to stay alive, you need a big game from Mackenzie Blackwood.
Yep. It's got to be everybody. The whole team's got to do it. Let's get into my pre-game picks presented by Bet365, where things are never ordinary. I know I didn't pick any names in my crystal ball, but I think he pretty much nailed it with his guys. I took the Avs to win. I took a Cale Makar goal. I did take the Blackwood over on saves just because 22 saves is not that many.
Oh, wow.
But some decent money out there, although the Avs are heavy betting favorites in this game. So if you believe that things are rigged, take the Avs. Put it to you that way.
I agree.
Whatever.
I like those bets, though.
You can bet on Dallas. There's always some Dallas fans in here. You can bet on Dallas if you want.
Sure.
You can bet on these other games going. I don't know what's the Minnesota-Vegas game score. I haven't even looked.
It was 1-1 earlier, but I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it 1-1, but haven't seen it then. Whatever happens with it, make sure you do gamble with Bet365. Use the DNVR 365 code when you sign up. Of course, when you do gamble with them, you must be 21 or older, physically located in Colorado. And if you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER today. Got a few minutes left here in pregame. You've had the privilege of playing in some elimination games, some pretty big games in your career. Be honest. How hard is it to keep the emotions in check, to keep the nerves in check?
Buddy, it's I always feel that I always felt that it was the leading up to it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think for the Avalanche, the 2 days was important because I think very important to get away, fly back here, get away. Like I said to you, go hang out with your kids, or if you don't have kids, hang out with friends away from hockey, go on a bike ride in Wash Park, or I don't know, go do something. You know what I mean? Like go do something that away from hockey. Where yesterday, that's your day to come up and talk about what's going to happen today. And same thing, get away and get a good night's sleep. And I think you get excited today. I think you get excited going to the rink today. And I think that as a player, right now is when it's like annoying. You know what I mean? A little bit until you're ready to go. And then you want to get your first shift out of the way. And then you hear me say that all the time. Get a hit, give a hit, take a hit, whatever. Get involved in the game. As a goalie, you want to feel the puck, touch the puck. I think it's important. That's why penalties are so bad at the start, because some guys don't kill. Then you're just anxious on the bench. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure you're out there. You want to make sure that you get involved physically, mentally in the game. And then the rest is history. I mean, it is what it is. Preparation's been done. It's been going on for over a year, whatever it is. Go play and perform and go out there and do the best you can and don't have any regrets. But there's a lot of emotions like we talk about. There's a lot of controlled emotions that you need to have. You can't get out there and get unraveled. And I say it all the time, nothing bothers you, but it's easier said than done.
Yep.
I mean,
of course
think
it
of
is.
look at the series that's been going on every night. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like the offside with Minnesota, and next thing you know, like you're talking about a half an inch, like, you know, half, maybe a millimeter, and next thing you know, you lose the game. And it's hard not to be down and devastated. And I don't know what the score is right now, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you got to be able to just wipe it and go play. So the Avalanche tonight have to wipe that last game and go play, because if you dwell on it, you'll be playing golf tomorrow. You're not going to be playing practice and going on a flight to Dallas. Simple as that.
There you go. Look, you want to create memories, you want to create stories. It's games like these that cement you in Avalanche legacy. Maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad way, depending on how things play out.
For
But
sure.
The
Legends
Avs,
are built in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
They're not built in regular season.
go prove it. Go prove it on a night like tonight. If you're
Built
the
in the
Colorado
playoffs.
Avalanche, that you're built different, like their slogan says,
Yeah.
like he's been saying, or that you are a guy deserving of being one of the best players on the planet. Whatever it is. Maybe you're some dude that nobody knows. But after this series, people will remember your name. Maybe that's what it
be a
is.
difference maker.
Yeah, exactly.
Go make a play. Don't be that guy when, you know, there's a shootout and then the coach is looking down on the bench and then you're hiding because he's like, please don't pick me. Please don't pick me. You know? Or be the guy that's like this. Remember when you were 5, 6 years old? Me. Be the guy. Go have fun. Go make
Yep.
plays. It doesn't do anything to be uptight. It really doesn't do anything. So go make plays. Give the best that you can and trust your ability. And trust like that your best will come out and you're going to make the right play. So
Yep.
let's see the Avalanche execute tonight. Let's see the Avalanche give their best foot forward and rock and roll.
Rock and roll. I'm down. I'm down to see a good hockey game. Give me that. Let's get a good hockey game. Hopefully we get a good result. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up and go to the watch-along, E?
No, I do believe they get through it tonight. I really do. I really believe they get through it tonight. And then it's fun. Game 7, it doesn't get any better. We got to play Game 6 right now. So to be right and to have a Game 7, I need to be right and have a good feeling about tonight.
There is no past. There is no future.
Need a big start.
There
I
is
don't
only
care.
Game 6 right
you
now.
You need a big start. You got to come out swinging tonight. You cannot be sleepy in the first period. You cannot have a bad bounce. Cannot have a bad goal. You got to create your own bounces, and you got to go out the window. Everything goes out the window. You got to be the hardest working team. You got to be the smartest working team, and you got to be the team that executes the most out of the two teams tonight. You do that, one period at a time. Let's go.
Let's go. We'll leave it at that. If you are finding the game, it's on TBS nationally. Of course, HBO Max. If you're local here, it's on Altitude. So go find it wherever it might make sense for you. All we can do now is watch the next 60 minutes of hockey and go from there. So who knows what happens? We'll be here with you with the watch-along. Well, however it plays out, we'll be live post-game to break it all down. We'll either be talking Game 7 or we'll be talking end of the season. So one of the two. We'll hope you join us. This has been the DNVR Avalanche pregame show presented by Bet365, and Game 6 is 15 minutes away.
We all silly like the mayor.